Hello YouTube, it's your girl Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. In this video we are going to talk about overconsumption in beauty. Whose fault is it? Who is to blame? But before we get into our discussion and my 2 cents, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We want you to be a part of the crew, so hit the subscribe button. It's an easy and free way for you to support the channel. Then hit the notification bell, that way you'll be first to know when I post a new video or when I go live. After that, like the video if you like the video. Also, leave your thoughts in the comment section below, because I want to know who you think we should be pointing fingers at when it comes to this overconsumption that we're currently dealing with in the beauty community. Alright, so thank you so much for joining us, and let's get into it. So there's been a lot of conversation about muting celebrities and not following influencers and paying attention to what's going on in the real world and not focusing on overconsumption and buying all these things. And it all started being more popular, more mainstream with this trend of de-influencing. So if you're unfamiliar with that term, basically people on YouTube, content creators like myself, would start to make videos like, I'm gonna de-influence you. I tried this, it's not good, don't waste your money and buy it. And this trend of you don't have to buy all the things. This is not new. There has always been a market of products, whether it's skincare, hair care, cosmetics, clothing, accessories, specifically targeted to people who like those things. Sometimes women, but for all people who are interested in it. And there's a drive for you to consistently and continually and on a regular schedule buy more things, because this is the latest, greatest. What you have is old. Spend more money, get the new things. So it used to be in makeup that there were releases 4 times a year, and then maybe 1 or 2 random releases, which would normally be an update to a product. But in terms of new collections, new products, you'd have your skin, you'd have fall collection, summer collection, spring collection, winter collection. So basically those are the 4 collections. 1 or 2 times during the year, other products would be updated, or they would extend the line, and that would be it. Baby, now there is a launch happening every day, every minute. You cannot keep up, and it is so many things coming out. Brands doing full-scale launches for one product. That's not a foundation. It's like, we have a lip butter, video marketing, Instagram. You can't escape this thing. You swipe, hoping to see a puppy or something else, and it's nothing but people with this same lip butter telling you need the lip butter, because this lip butter is not like any of the other lip butters. It's extra buttery and extra lippy, and get this and spend your money, right? And it is becoming overwhelming. It's too much, and especially for, I can imagine being a younger person right now, where you are maybe have your little pocket change, you know, your birthday money, your grandma gives you some money, your auntie slipped you a 50. You have a very limited resource, and it has to be paralyzing to feel like there's all these things coming at me that are supposed to be the it thing I need to have to be cool, and I have to try to navigate what I could actually get, because a Stanley Cup's $50, Patrick Ta blush is $40. Like, I can only buy one thing, you know. It has to be very difficult. And then even as you know, us older adults, we have other responsibilities that we can't just be spending all the disposable coins on makeup. You know, we still want to go on vacation and do the other things too. So it is very overwhelming, constant launch after launch after launch. And then a lot of times you feel like you're duping each other. This is a product that already came out. It's not that special. It's not that good. It doesn't do anything different. A foundation that covers, like, okay, for $50, like, what? It seems like it's a never-ending cycle. So the thing is, who do we blame for this? Like, clearly it wasn't always like this. We used to have the limited launches. They used to be expansive full collections that were well thought out, that clearly had a long runway of when they were being created and a long runway of how they were going to be sold. Who changed this? Lots of people to blame. 1, social media. Once brands realized that they could make something, post it, and get our money instantaneously, it was over. They were like, we need money today. Why am I going to wait till a Christmas collection to get money? Give us money now. Here's something new. Give us money now, here's something new. And then once they started pressing that button, and almost like the science experiments where they like press, where the rat gets a treat every time they press the button, and then eventually they saw us just pressing the button, and they were like, there is no treat. and you keep pressing the button. We're going to make sure there's a treat next time. And then after that happened, because of social media, the brands like ColourPop and all these different brands started focusing on launch after launch after launch after launch, and it just became incessant. Then the brand would have a launch, and then stores like Sephora and Ulta were like, well, we're selling the product too. You shouldn't be the only person talking about it and like launching it online. So now each store is having their own launch. So now there's a brand launch, there's a Sephora launch, there's an Ulta launch. If you still buy stuff from department stores and you're on their email list, especially if you buy beauty stuff, they'll be sending you information about the beauty sales and stuff that they have. And if there's a new viral product, they're like, well, you can get it at Nordstrom's too. Don't forget about Nordstrom's. Remember, you shop here. So it is too much. So the list of people to blame as it continues to grow: social media, brands, stores and retailers. First 4 people I'm blaming. 5th person I'm blaming, this is a long list. I didn't even know I was going to blame this many people. But the 5th person I'm blaming is social media influencers, myself included. I hope that I never influenced someone to buy something that was like their last dollar. That would be real sad. But we're on here on YouTube hawking the things, and it's like, you don't have it, but don't you want it? And now you feel like you need to go get it. And in order for YouTubers, content creators, TikTokers to have new stuff to talk about, we're constantly purchasing, consuming, and then sell, tell to talk about these things online. And then we're contributing, although we might think, oh, I'm trying to let people know, I want to warn them that they should or shouldn't buy something. In the end, we're still starting a conversation about buying something, and there's a possibility that that can be detrimental to people. So something that we have to think about and take into consideration, especially as we continue to make videos. That's why a lot of my videos on my channel, I'm starting to try to pivot to talk about other things instead of just products. Like, okay, let's talk about techniques, let's talk about makeup application, let's talk about shopping your stash, because it's unrealistic to think that you're going to constantly keep buying all these things, because eventually you're going to have it all. I have a whole makeup vanity with like 1,000 lipsticks, 1,000 lip glosses, 1,000 blushes, 1,000 setting powders. Like, I can't use it fast enough. So there's a point where now I'm just not going to be on time with as things are launching, because it's like I have 8 setting powders. I can't justify buying another one. If something runs out and a new thing comes out, then maybe I'll buy it. But content creators and YouTubers, TikTokers, Instagrammers have also contributed a part to this overconsumption. I feel bad, y'all. I'm sorry. Like I said, I feel like I also do smart enough of buy it on sale, here's how to get a discount. So I do try to balance it out. I don't say you gotta buy all the things. I just say whether it's good or not. So that's where I try to, that's the lane I'm trying to stay in. So content creators are to blame. I also think like the cyclical, what do you call it, like fast fashion of it all is to blame, because we are constantly expecting something new, and that's just not realistic. Like, when you have your home or where you live, you're not like, I need a new place to live now. I need a new place to live now. You know, you just live there. And then maybe you'll move if you want to go someplace different. But there's no expectation that like every season, I need a new place to live. Like, we don't do that for that kind of thing. So we need to start incorporating that mindset into all the things we do. I know I started with the clothes. I'm starting to buy quality pieces that last and are timeless and classic, because what I'm not going to do is keep buying these disposable fast fashion dresses that have 3 wears and go in the trash. Like, I've had Target dresses for years. Buy one thing for Fashion Nova, disintegrates. Even though I do delicate wash, cold water. It's wild. So I think that culture of the fast fashion has also affected beauty. We don't see it as bad because it doesn't move as fast as perhaps fast fashion, but it's happening. Like, ELF has been out for years. They never had this many drop rollout product announcements. Like, same thing with the drugstore brands. Who was it, CoverGirl? I feel like they're doing an influencer event, and I'm seeing somebody like, I went to the CoverGirl Yummy Gloss, I went to the CoverGirl this. Maybelline, are they the ones with the Lumi blush, Lumi Glotion, Lumi this, Lumi that, Lumi foundation, Lumi concealer, everything Lumi. And I'm like, this seems like a lot. You don't want to just launch one Lumi collection and then push everything out at the same time. But so that's another part of it, the fast fashion culture, the expectation that there's always something coming new, that I just have to keep consume and getting all the things that are coming out. So the brands also are to blame in this. So I think, what can we do moving forward? What are our next steps? What is our action plan? The action plan is to shop less. Me personally, I am intentionally walking into Sephora less, because that was a part of the problem. Sephora is next to the Target, and they're all together. And really, I came here for leggings, underwear, deodorant, body soap, shampoo, very specific things that I need to stay clean and take care of myself. But all of a sudden, now I'm in the ELF section, getting all these different color blushes. Then, of course, once now I got my Target bags, I'm gonna mosey over to Sephora. I've seen everything in Sephora. All of it's online. Like, especially the way my algorithm algorithms. Baby, she already knows, like, this new thing came out, I'm gonna show it to you 20 times so you could buy it. So why am I going in there for? Stay out of Sephora. And stay out of Ulta too. Stay out of all of them. Or if you're gonna go, make a targeted list, be intentional. Another thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to shop my stash before I go shopping, because it's very easy to be like, oh, new shiny things, and be like, go into everything in the Sephora, and it's like, no, I need highlighter, I need contour, I need setting spray. That is it. You get to go in and leave with 3 things. Nothing more. And then just having to be that focused and that driven in terms of what my specific goal is on that shopping trip. For drugstore, I might get a little more leeway. I might do a financial budget. So like you have $30 to spend. Choose what you want. So then, of course, at that point, ELF, I get more things. So now I'm in ELF or ColourPop probably. But and then trying to be intentional, looking at my stash, seeing the things I'm using. I'm now starting to put things in drawers by product type, because before it was like, wherever it fits, it looks pretty. But it's like, no, these are all the setting powders, setting powder overfloweth. Don't buy no more setting powders. Yes, the one size new peach powders look super cool and like it would work perfect for your skin tone, but wait, finish these other powders, and then you could try one of those powders, because they're not going anywhere. If they do make an announcement, we're just continuing it. Then I might run out and buy it, but you know, until then, wait till I finish what I got. So yeah, be intentional with your makeup shopping. You don't need all the things. You don't have to have all the things. There are so many new trends that come out that you can create with your old stuff. Now the new trend is these duo sets of having a liquid or cream, and then you have a powder in the same kit. You already have liquid and cream blushes at the house, and you got powder blushes. Match up which shades are similar. Boom. You just made you a combo. And it's something you already own. So just stuff like that are things to think about. You don't need all the things. Take a step back, or buy less. Buy one thing instead of getting all the things. You know, just be more mindful thinking of all these things. And it's not just you. I'm right there with you. I am right there with you when it comes to this makeup shopping, okay? It's like something's got to give. I can't buy everything every time. As much as that breaks my heart. Because we got bills to pay. We got to be responsible. And there, like I said, there's so many things that you could spend your money on now, where there's trips, experiences, shows. Like, there's so many concerts. Like, so many concerts. So, take a step back. Take a breath. Realign with yourself. See what you really want. And move forward in that order. Okay? So, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my long 2 cents rant. I truly appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be